currently in Syracuse. Today is Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. And if you look closely, you can actually see some convective clouds. Right there, you can see some cumulus. Right there, you can see some cumulus clouds. And you can see little bits of graupel. Basically, popcorn snow. It's not very convective. I mean, there is some convection with it, especially down there. You could actually see the cumulus clouds there. But it's very cold outside. It's in the 30s. Yeah, temperatures are in the mid 30s. We've been having on and off snow and graupel, like regular snowflakes as well. There is a pretty intense cell to my southwest. That's going to pass about 5-10 miles to my south. It may actually have some thunder and lightning with it because it even has an orange core. And that is coming all the way from Montague, which is northeast of Oswego. And the fact it's showing up as convective, as having heavy precip to my southwest already, that's pretty intense. Look at that. Look at that dude, man. Blasting his music. No respect for other people, you know. Over there, you got clearing over there. Yeah, if you look close, you can actually see the bouncing. There is some graupel coming down, but it's very light. And it's not really sticking. I mean, it's bouncing a little bit. But as for the really convective stuff, the one that might have the thunder and lightning, that's to my southwest. But this isn't hail. I mean, this is how hail forms. This is actually winter precipitation. This is winter precipitation. This normally happens during lake effect. But keep in mind, what is happening today is not lake effect. Why is this happening? Because the air loft is very cold today. Very cold air loft. In fact, if it wasn't for the high sun angle, let's say this was February or January, temperatures would be in the low 20s right now, or even the teens, with the type of air mass we have. So the lapse rates are pretty steep, and that's why you're getting convective clouds like over there. Convective clouds. See how they're cumuliform right there? Even over here, you could actually see a little bit of a convection here. These are, and in fact, over there, look at that, cumulus clouds there. So yeah, convective clouds. And that's where you're getting graupel and not snowflakes. These are more convective clouds. And on the radar, I looked, it's actually very light on the radar. The really heavy stuff is to my southwest. And it's passing to my southwest. That's the direction the heavy stuff is. The yellows and oranges on radar. But keep in mind, it's melting almost as soon as it hits the ground. I mean, look, right there's a piece of graupel. But look, it melts really quickly. Yeah, I mean, look at this right here, look. Please write in English. I cannot read Spanish. I do not read in Spanish. English, por favor. Please, English. I don't understand Spanish. Please use Google Translate. How may I reply to him? Damn it. Thinks I can't reply in texting. Google Translate, por favor. Por favor. Google Translate. Please write in English. Please translate what you're writing from Spanish into English. Again, it's still Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. Translate Spanish to English on Google Translate. Español de Google to English. Español to English. Por favor. Español, English. I don't understand. And I don't want to have to go off the video to look up what you said because that's going to stop the video. You know, and even if I do understand Spanish, my viewers do not. Most of my viewers speak other languages, you know, English mostly. So please, you're being very inconsiderate. I'm going to have to remove the comments. I'm sorry. But please, if you're going to write, please write in English. It's nothing personal. It's just I cannot understand. And a lot of people can't either. So I'm going to be right back, though. I need to look at the radar. Okay, tempo severo faccia tornado. Okay. I understand that a little bit. Oh, look, graupel. Yeah. Temperatura 2 Celsius, 2 plus. So it's snow. It's snowing. Yeah, but it's bouncing. Look. We got graupel coming down. We got snow, you know, snow and graupel. So this report would be a snowflake on radar scope. It will be snow. This technically is snow. This is a type of snow that's coming down. See how small it is? Yeah, this is what is known as graupel. It is a little convective. You can actually see the outline of the clouds, so they are kind of convective. The heaviest stuff is to my southwest. And it's actually going away from me. It's going this way. The convective stuff is over there. I mean, if it was coming this way, then yes, I would get it. But it's moving more away from me. I mean, there is some more precip over there. There's more snow coming from this cloud. We're getting snow right now from this area here. Doesn't look very convective, but there's still some turbulent motions because the air is rising. There's rising air because the air is unstable. There's very cold air aloft. In fact, you could actually see right here, you can actually see the snow, the graupel. You can actually see the fall streaks coming off the cloud right here, showing that this, whatever is coming down, is indeed convective. You can actually see the fall streaks going this way. And they're arcing in the same direction as the wind. Yep. Moderate precip over there. Let me check the radar just to make sure. All right, things are about to get really intense in about a minute. Well, the precip is picking up right now. Look at that. It's bouncing all over the ground. And look at this. More popcorn snow. Yep, we're getting spring cold air aloft graupel showers. That cloud that's coming in is very convective. It already has yellow on and a little bit of orange on radar. The one over there is more intense, but this one is getting more intense. So this actually might become the stronger one. Not sure. But yeah, that one is really intense. And you can actually see how dark those clouds are. So yeah, things about to get intense. The snow just stopped. The snow literally just stopped. But very heavy graupel is coming in my direction. It's literally less than 10 miles away. That's it right over there. That is what's coming in. I mean, check the direction of the clouds. Yep, it's coming right in that direction. So very heavy precip's about to come in. Based on what I saw on radar, visibilities are probably going to go down to about less than half a mile. It's not going to be snow. It's not going to be like whiteout conditions, even though it's really heavy on radar. It's going to be more like graupel. You're going to see those little balls of snow coming down. But it's going to be really heavy. I don't think there's going to be any thunder and lightning associated with it. But the winds might pick up a little bit. Right now, the winds are about 10, 15 miles an hour. I could feel the wind. I could see the trees moving a little bit. Winds are about 10 to 15 right now. We might get a gust up to 20, 25, maybe 30 miles an hour, because that is a very convective cell that's coming towards me. And it looks like it extends over there too. There it is. There it is, right there. You can actually see the shaft. Yeah, I'm going to cross the street so you can get a better view. Okay. Gotta let that Subaru Forester go. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna cross. Boom! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that snow shaft. Things about to get really intense, like really intense. This is very convective precip. But I mean, look how clear the sky is over here. So you're getting this instability. You're getting all this instability that's coming up. And look, you can actually see how angry the sky looks over there. I mean, look at that. It looks like it almost looks like a shelf cloud coming in. Like, it looks fairly wicked. Like, you can clearly see the base. And if you look under the base, you can see possibly a new cell trying to develop right there. A little core right there. That's towards my west-northwest. Let me check the radar and see what's forming over there. I think there is a new cell that's trying to form. That is going to pass just to my north. What's coming in my direction is that like area, just heavier precip. Yeah, that's definitely getting stronger. Look at that. It definitely got stronger. So that heavy part that was heading my way from over there, it weakened, but it looks like this part is going to take over in about a moment. I mean, look at that. Yep, it's definitely getting more intense. Look at that. It looks like it is becoming more intense. So more graupel. Let's look at the current temperature. It's probably 36, 35. Come on. Yep, 34. So 1 degree above Celsius. So it's very chilly out. Very cold. Yeah, my hands are pretty cold too. The forecast high is 36. So, like, we're cold too. The forecast high is 36. So, like, we're literally just above freezing. Just above freezing. So it's very cold outside. 34. But imagine if it was 40 with the same temperatures aloft. Convection would be even more intense. So yeah, and there is a chance that some of that precip could produce some thunder snow, and it looks like things over there are getting much more convective. So that might actually appear as a core as well. That looks very convective. This over here, let's see. Let me walk down past that. Yeah, that looks less, it looks kind of gradual, but it does look kind of heavy. A lot of cumulus clouds. Less precip to my north now, but more heavier to my south. Yeah, looks like the core of the instability is passing just over into my south. Let me check the radar one more time. Well, it does look like it's kind of trying to approach me as well. Yeah, it does look like it's trying to gain some oomph over here. So maybe it is going to be kind of intense. Yep, it's coming right from this direction over there. So what's going to happen is we're going to get a burst of graupel. Winds are going to get a little strong. I mean, they are blowing a little bit. You can actually see. Oh. Yep, things are about to get kind of intense for about a minute. It's only going to be a few minutes. Nothing like what I've had on Lake Ontario. Nothing that intense, but, you know, wind's going to get a little gusty. The snowflakes are going to be kind of stingy. It's going to be kind of like little balls of snow, like the one that happened when I first started the video. But there's going to be a lot of that. And maybe some flakes as well. But you see how it looks? That looks kind of convective. That's what it looks like when you're getting those convective spring showers. That's how it starts out as, and then it melts as it gets closer to the ground when temperatures are in the 40s or closer to 50. And if it's heavy enough, yeah, you can get graupel making it to the ground. But usually they have to be pretty big for that. And usually by that it's considered small hail. Basically, small hail is graupel that gets coated with rime ice. The cause of graupel is convection. Like this is a convective cell. But see how it was clear earlier? Now it's getting more covered. That's because this cell is developing. It's kind of elongating, but it's also getting more intense. kind of rising, there's a little bit of convection with this right there. I really hope Nova sees this. You know, this is the type of weather I like, in addition to severe thunderstorms. I also hope to get a couple rumbles of thunder out of this, but this cell did weaken quite a bit before I checked the radar. When I checked the radar about 5 minutes ago. Let me check it one more time. It's probably going to be the same. The northern part might be a little more intense because that part kind of exploded a little bit. You know, looks like precip is going to get pretty intense. Look how hazy it is. That's some pretty heavy precip. That would probably be some good snowfall rate. Not rates, but like visibilities are going to get pretty low. So let me check again. Not the part Yep, the cell to my east got very intense. And look how dark the clouds are getting over me. Very dark clouds, but also very cold. See, it's fluctuating between 34 and 35. So between 1 and 1.5 Celsius. Alrighty. Yep. Things are about to get kind of interesting. Even though it doesn't look that convective on radar, that I'm not seeing those orange cores like I am on the cell that passed over me, there is a potential that it could form over me, that could get really convective. I mean, this is kind of convincing me it is getting convective. Look at these clouds. I mean, they look kind of ominous if you ask me. I mean, they probably have more bark than bite. It's probably just a lot of bark and not a lot of bite, you know? Oh, the first graupel just came down. Yep, the graupel just started again. I just saw a couple pieces of graupel. Yep, there we go. One floats in front of the camera. All right, graupel starting again. Just a few pieces right now, but things are about to get really intense. Like, not like the video when I started, but look at that. I mean, look, there's a precip coming down over there. So, yep, now we got moderate graupel coming down. Well, light graupel right now. Yeah, look at that. It started. Yep, and the mountains down there disappeared. Look at that. Here it comes. Whew. And the wind's picking up. Yeah, now the wind's like 20 miles an hour. I said the wind's going to pick up a little bit, and it did. Yeah, now the wind's starting to blow. Yeah, now the visibility's starting to drop. And the wind's starting to pick up. Oh, that's not even the thick of it. Oh, look. Oh, I also got some snowflakes, too, mixing in. Yeah, it's not all convective. Oh, look. Yeah, there are a few regular flakes mixing in. Like, yeah, problem is the wind's picking up, so it's getting hard to track the individual flakes. But in the midst of the graupel, I did track some regular snowflakes. There it comes. Right there. You can actually see the heavy precip right there. You can actually see... Those aren't clouds that you're looking at. That's actually the graupel. That's the heavy snow that's coming down. Yep, and here comes the poor visibilities right there. Look at that. Boom. Woo! Very heavy snow now. Moderate snow in graupel. Temperature right around 34. This actually might get Syracuse down to about 32. Because this is some pretty heavy precip. And it could pull some of that cold air down right towards the surface. Yep. Visibilities aren't too bad right now. I would say they're about... Oof. So we're having a mixture of snow and graupel right now. Just as I said, moderate snow is coming down right now. Graupel and snow. This looks just like lake effect. It's acting like it too, but it ain't lake effect. It's cold air aloft. It's instability showers. Even if the lakes were warmer, than the land. This, let's say the lakes were, well, colder, this would still be happening because you got cold air aloft. Woo! Yeah, we got snow squall right now. We got a bona fide snow squall. Woo! Look at that. Woo! Look at this. We got a good snow squall right now here in Syracuse. You can actually, if you look close, you can actually see snow blowing down the street. I'm going to make a report on Radarscope about the snow squall conditions we got right now. Yeah, we have a snow squall right now. It's not just about visibility, it's about the weather conditions themselves. The wind and snow. The winds aren't too bad. They're about 15, 20 right now. Some gusts to about 30. Yeah, I can see the trees swaying a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't rule out maybe a rumble of thunder, but it's not as convective as some of the cells were to my south and west. We got snow squall conditions here in Syracuse. Still 34, 3:11 p.m. Okay, there we go. Drop to 33. We might actually drop down to 32 if this continues. So we might actually drop down to the freezing mark. But then it's going to warm up back to the mid-30s after this once the sun comes out. If you look closely, you can actually see snow starting to accumulate a little. Woo! It's windy as hell out here. Wow. Yeah, the winds are now like gusting over 30 right now. Yeah, so pretty windy with this convective activity, and the snow's blowing off the roof too. So yeah, because this is not a sticky snow. This is the graupel type. This is the fluffy snow because of the temperatures falling down at. Temperatures are in the teens, the single digits. Very cold up there. Still saying 33. Yeah, but oh, that's a Polestar EV right there. Volvo's supposed to go completely electric. They probably mean hybrid and electric, not fully electric by 2030. They said fully electric, but I don't think they're going to be fully electric by 2030. Oh, and there we go. We're down to the freezing mark. Yep. We just dropped down about 2.5, 3 degrees. We are down to the freezing mark. And now the snow is not convective anymore. Now we actually got snowflakes coming down. Look at that. Now we actually got snow coming down. Got actual snow now. Look at this. And here you got some slush. Got some slush right here. And yeah, and this just accumulated literally in the last minute. Look at all this snow that just accumulated in literally the last minute. Look, sky's clearing up again. Look at all the snow that just came down. Look, getting a little snow slush ball out of it. Yep. And now we're just getting snow. The convective stuff I just went east of me. Now it's just snowing. There we go. Look at that, 32. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.